Well, that's cool. Second consecutive week having to restart the lobby. Fantastic. Love to see it. Love to see it. I think we're gonna have to change hosts next week. I think Shelly the Turtle
Yep.
might be the designated host for AM2. Anyways, well, we're back. Hopefully we get most of the viewers back, because that was the most viewed qualifying session we've had all season. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up Twitch on my phone. If you missed that, Vamu is on pole. You're about to see it in a second, anyways. So we'll run through the order in short time. Andy, I was going to ask you for predictions. I can wait until after the formation lap, though. Is a quick formation lap, so gonna have to be concise. Gonna have to think clearly.
Fast fingers.
Fast fingers. Yep, that is one of my best skills as a human being. Very fast fingers.
In terms of fast fingers, I think Vamu's going to be pretty high on the list, setting a 106.7 in qualifying.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt whatsoever that Vamu knows how to please a woman with fingers that fast. Pad gang.
Could be a man.
Yeah,
right?
could. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess it is Pride Month after all. Yeah, ready to go here from Brazil. Looks overcast, but don't you worry, it's actually going to be getting clearer as we go along. So no rain for these guys to worry about, much to the chagrin of Insight.
Readied up pretty
Oh
early,
my god.
So good setups.
Yeah. Oh, that's going to be a penalty point.
Oh man.
Ay.
Well, hopefully they got it.
Yep.
Whoever readied up that early definitely did not. But
Yep, that is just one of the pitfalls of doing this. Okay, time for the formation lap. Vamu is on pole yet again. Stop me if you've heard that before. Let me try to get the tires up. Ecos Saint trying to clinch his championship, his first championship in the second contest of speed season here today. If he, you have all the facts. I don't remember what he needed. EDA Forwards in P3. Exotic filling in the McLarens in P4. Rogue has a pretty good starting spot in P5. Lopez is in P6, Blades in 7th, Insights in 8th, Shelly's in 9th, Chase is in 10th, Cam Tizzle's in 11th, and Cheesehead's in 12th. Top 12 all on softs. The Future and E. Warren will be starting on mediums. ZX goes for the softs. D. Gabry goes for the mediums. Deathstorm goes for the softs. Then you have Harrisplex, Ecos Blacks serving quality band. And Cornish Mantis, a late reserve, that is a Red Bull that is spun.
yeah, Blacks is fun.
Okay, well, that's not ideal.
So Saint, if he finishes P5 or better, and Shelly wins, Shelly would have to win in that scenario. The championship would be over. So as long as Saint finishes ahead of Shelly, or if Shelly wins and Saint finishes P5 or better, he will wrap up the championship here in South Carolina.
Yep.
With 2 races.
Just like his hero, Lewis Hamilton.
So we got the Lightning McQueen inspired 95 Ferrari.
Hashtag still I rise. Alright, 5 lights. And they are off.
Oh
my god! Idiot forward!
Goodness.
Oh
man.
my lord! And that has caused all kinds of carnage down the field.
Oh no.
I think EDA Forward thought he was clear, and he was not. Oh,
he tried
no.
to make it 3 wide, and Vamu closed the door on him.
Well, that is a hell of a way to start this race off. We just still have debris just flying down the second DRS straight.
Yeah, no telling on how many wings are broken.
Yeah, you can see right here, all of these guys are wingless. I'm surprised only 2 people DNF. That is a start. That's a start crash right there from the front.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, E. Warren, I think it would have been only forward, but E. Warren spun, and then his car just barely tapped the wall, and that knocked his wheel off. So very unfortunate from him. Wow. I don't really know who's to blame there. It was...
Yep.
I mean, forward was the aggressor, but I feel like all 3 of the top 3 could have left more space.
Yeah, that was just an aggressive start. Possibly sitting around waiting for the past 15 minutes. And, made these guys a little antsy. Steinman asks, how ass do you have to be to spin on the start? Well, yeah, I mean, and these are very competent drivers at the top of the grid, so that's just a really unfortunate collision. You have such a short run into turn 1 here with just a really awkward angle for turn 1. So yeah, I think cooler heads did not prevail on the start there.
We got a couple big winners out of all that. ZX up 9 spots in the P6.
What?
Test Storm up 8. Blacks and Mantis up 9 as well, both starting from the back of the grid. Obviously, the big losers besides Ford and E. Warren, Saint, Lopez, Insight, all had wing damage in the pit. We got Gabri, Harris Flex, Future. They have all pitted as well, and I think she said is the leader of the guys who got caught up in all that in 12th. The new set of soft tires.
Yep. E. Warren chimes in. He's been checked and released from the infield care center. He says, absolutely no words, tried to avoid it, and got bumped into. Yeah. With that being the first 3 drivers, there's just absolutely nowhere to go in that situation. That's why I'm surprised only 2 DNFs.
Yeah, I am surprised it was not at least 4.
We've seen some incidents. If you think back to our preseason race, the preseason test race that we had. I think it was race ECA Saint lagged off the line, didn't go, and that created a gigantic pile up. I think it's Spain, so we've seen it before, but that purely is just a racing incident. It's just the nature of the circuit.
We got a strategy call here from ECA's Black starting up. He is pit from 10th on mediums to a set of hard tires.
Yep, those hards can do the distance around here, so yeah, it's Blacks and Lopez both on the hards. Idiot Gabri is in the pits. He's strapped on a new set of mediums, but he's going to be coming out in last. Insight. He's a little nervous before the race. I forget where he posted. I think it was in the Discord that he just was hoping not to die this evening. We had drama already. I have a feeling we're not going to have too many happy drivers post-race because of that, but it's the nature of Interlagos, right? It's a little action track. It's an action track.
Who even started second?
Was it Saint? Yeah, Saint was second, and Forward was third. Okay. So I guess Forward went to try to split those 2.
I know it was Saint who had the worst start out of the 3, but Forward had the best start out of the 3. So I think Vamu may have squeezed them all down to the inside of the track a little bit.
Ooh, this is late.
This will see it at some point. Yeah, we may have some cold tires here. Safety car waited till the very last second.
Yep.
Go in there.
Yeah, and I think Vamu's going to be at liberty to hold this for as long as possible. There he goes. Gets a pretty good start, and he's got his teammate behind him, bunching up the pack. Ecos, Blade, Exotic, and Shelly the Turtle. What a move from Shelly! Shelly tried his best to make a bonsai late-breaking move, and Ecos Blade looking to get off the schneid this season. Obviously, in qualifying mention, he's all the way down in P10, and we thought he was going to be a championship contender. He's going to have to try to get around the outside of Rogue.
He's going off track.
He's going off track, and he's going to meet Shelley going side by side into turn 6 and 7. Shelley's going to back out. He's going to actually lob one up the inside here into 8. There's some real aggressive racing here, but this is really played out in Vaughn-Newell's advantage in his favor here. 1.6 second over his lead over his teammate already. Not even a full lap down after that safety car. ZX
yeah, pretty much nailed that restart, and ZX took advantage of all that melee in turn 1, got around Exotic, who ended up losing 2 places through the Senna S's. The player dropped down, and ZX up in how many spots now? 10 spots from where he started in 5 laps.
yeah. Great start from ZX. He's feeling the confidence a little bit. He had a slow start to the season, but 2 podiums in the past month or so. Looking good. Ecos Saint already back up into the points. P10 for him. He's on the medium compound tires. Well, up front, Chase NASCAR's actually on the tail end of this battle. I'm not sure if that would be a career best finish, P7, but obviously scored some points, but hasn't really been this high up. I can't remember so far. So one of the beneficiaries of avoiding that first corner melee. It's like Harrisplex is dropping back. He's getting past right now. Oh, whoa, no. And this is, that is hard racing between the teammates, Insight and Harrisplex. And can't go too wide through there. Someone will lose it under traction. But not ideal.
Just a slight little touch. Oh, man, his tires are still high. He just kept on spinning.
You know what? All right, we're gonna not look at that. Out of respect to Harrisplex and his family. Ecos Blacks has he's pit again. I'm not sure what for. Guess he picked up damage somewhere on that restart. It was a Death Storm and Cam. It is actually it's Cam and Saint now. And Saint DRS has been enabled, by the way, and Ecos Saint might be able to get 2 for 1 here. That is a championship caliber move right there. 2 for 1 for Ecos Saint. And
pretty much nailed that one.
Yeah.
As far as textbook DRS moves go, that was pretty good. I don't know when this happened, but ZX has gotten around Shelley for 4th.
Oh.
And both the Haas cars are putting a lot of pressure on Captain Rogue to hold up quite the train now for his teammate.
Deathstorm has picked up a 5-second time penalty. He did, I believe, in that opening crash. He picked up a 5-second that was based on illegal overtake for a spun car. His teammate says. So it looks like that'll probably he'll probably get taken away as Blade and Rogue. Blade finally gets he lagged a little bit. 3-second time penalty for Shelley, and ZX might get this move done. We got some team play between oh, now Rogue on 3 wide. Oh no!
Blade spun. Shelley is now in 2nd.
What in the world? He's also picked up a 2-second time penalty. ZX and Chase, or 3-second time penalty, sorry. Is ZX and Exotic are just battling. Oh, and so is Chase NASCAR in P6. So, despite all of the troubles, this has given Ecos Saint a chance to get all the way back up to P7. Only 2 seconds behind this this group that Shelley's currently leading. Vaughn-Newell's up to almost 5 seconds in the front of the grid as well.
When Saint's got some gravel or dirt on his tires or something, so I think he's made an off-track excursion at some point, and he's got quite the train behind him now. Oh man, everything's popping off here in Brazil.
Yeah, Texas Oki's in the chat. He's loving what he's seeing. Yeah, so am I. This is some intense racing. No, we actually have EDA Forward's point of view from that opening crash. If you missed it, it started at the front and it took himself an E-Warren. Should have taken a lot of other people out right off the start of the grid. the top two of the top three crashed into each other. He says, so ridiculous. Second McLaren tries to split me and Blade and pinches us, causing me to DNF. Had nowhere to go without running into Vamu. So, well, nice to see that he's been checked and cleared from the infield care center as well. But looks like everybody just ran out of real estate. It's a really short run-in down to turn 1. Death Storm's picked up a 3-second time penalty. That will count.
Well, and I think Death Storm will have to serve his 5 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
CX has gotten past Shelly. Exotic on ZX. Both moves in that first little DRS chain are happening.
Got 5 cars here. This Rogue's gonna try to push Shelly all the way down to the inside. Exotic gets back by ZX. This is just a kerfuffle. A Donnybrook going on in Interlagos tonight.
Oh, the AlphaTauris are ganging up on Saint at the moment. They were going side by side up turns 6 and 7. Saint has gotten back around Cam Tizzle with the power of DRS.
The power of cheese.
Yeah, I mean, and Cheesehead just, watching, biding his time, being sneaky.
Inside's gotten into this. Death Storm's into this. We got 2 separate DRS trains at the moment. Not sure which one to watch. Gonna have to default to the one at the top here, but these guys are just DRSing each other to death.
Let's see if Shelly goes for it now, or if he's gonna wait for the DRS.
Oh, exotic! Yeah, that's easy to do. Just drops his right side tires in the grass on the entry to turn 1, and you know what? You're not going to be able to turn doing that. He is going to drop back. He's actually now under attack by Chase NASCAR, having the race of his season so far for him in P6. Sheesh.
Yeah, and he's just watching, biding his time as well. I mean, and if he just sticks where he is, he's looking for definitely a career high finish for the Canadian.
Well, it's been a crazy first 10 laps from Interlagos, but the one man who is really enjoying it so far, it's Vamu Nubel. 7 seconds is the advantage he has over his teammate in P2, who we all know Rogue is quite the quite the adventurous defender. So it's playing into the hands of Vamu, as Rogue also has enough pace to keep these guys behind him and to make the move back. ZX with a 3-second time penalty. I wouldn't worry too much about it so far. I think most of these guys are going to be getting penalties at some point. But Shelly the Turtle DRS into, I keep forgetting what it's called. Yeah, Decido de Lago? Yeah. Turn 4.
Like that.
Into 6 and 7, 8. So we get a lovely helicopter shot of these guys all.
Yeah, see how close those guys are.
Yep.
Wow.
And they're all accordioning up into that tight turn 8. Into the tight turn
definitely
10.
Got the pace on the road here, but he's scared to actually go for the move because Rogue has already collected 2 victims this evening.
Yeah, he is.
Not doing, but he definitely go for it.
Yeah. He's not afraid to get his elbows out. What can you say? Ah, man, and he must be running a somewhat low downforce package if he's able to, get these guys or prevent them from passing him on the straightaways. I mean, Shelly's just not even getting close enough. And he's coming under attack from behind, so he's got 2 things to worry about at the same time.
Sounds like a party if I've ever heard it.
Yeah. I didn't know we were in France. Shelly's getting Eiffel Towered right now.
Got D Gabriel and Future going at a little further back, up into 6 and 7.
Whoa!
Oh,
boy.
He looks like one of those little marbles going down the little tunnel. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Like in the mall, there's like a little quarter thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get like little like Super
Yeah,
Balls
it
and stuff
like
out of
he was
this.
sliding down
Yeah. Ooh, let the dogs out. Unfortunate for future, he's reserving today, as we mentioned in qualifying, but obviously no one will ever see the qualifying replay because we had another lobby glitch causing us to restart prior to the race. Very fun, but we have been rewarded with a pretty electric race so far from Interlagos. We always expect Interlagos to throw up one of the best races of the season, and it's certainly not disappointing here this evening. Back up front, I mean, we have 2 DRS trains basically. Actually, no, it's kind of broken apart.
It was all kind of filing into one. McLaren and AlphaTauri battle. It's kind of making its way up to the Captain Road Truly train.
Yep, ECOS Saint has gotten here, despite everything, and probably to the behest of VDA Forward. The championship leader is back in the mix. Can clinch today. Andy has that information, and we'll probably mention it sparingly throughout the broadcast, just for everybody who is tuning in. It's Championship Tuesday here in AM2.
Michelle's gonna go wide. He's trying to get a run on Rogue down into turn 4, but he just can't get the exit that he needs to actually get the move done. Rogue's fast where he needs to be, down the straights and on the exit of the corners. He's doing enough to hold on to the spot from the Red Bull.
Yeah. Before the race, when we were practicing, it was just me, Shelly, and I wasn't really practicing, I was just doing all my notes. But Shelly and Lopez were practicing. He was talking about undercuts. Said he wanted to undercut these guys. I mean, this is obviously the ideal situation, but he was talking about lap maybe 12. It's already blown through that. It would be interesting to see when these guys decide to pit, because it's really the only way for these boys to get by one another. And he's gonna. There he goes. Now. Yep. Maybe I did that on purpose.
We did have the 2 laps of safety car, which would have helped to a tire wear at some point.
Well, Shelly's now gone. That means ZX. I believe these guys are going to be following in pretty rapid succession. Here, that overcut's definitely not going to work. But meanwhile, look at Vombo up there with a 9-second lead almost. Not even halfway through this race yet. He is living life on easy street. Except for the fact that he lives in a third world country.
Yeah. So some differing in strategies there. Cheesehead hit the same lap as Shelly. He went with hards. Shelly going with the mediums. I think the mediums are the better tire.
Maybe I haven't done enough practice. I haven't done enough practice around here to even find out. And that's what you're here for. You're the guy that practices.
Yeah. I just gotta know how the tires work.
Yeah, I don't know how anything works.
Got 2 guys in. Rogue and ZX.
Yep, Rogue and ZX are the next 2 in here. Chase NASCAR in a podium position here for the first time, I think, ever. So he's doing a good job handling the pressure. He's going to have DRS on iExotic. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, I don't think he's going to force the issue. I think Chase is probably just I think he's probably just happy to be here because we haven't seen this too much this season. You got Saint, not sure what happened to him, if he lost it somewhere, but he's dropped out of DRS on those 2.
On the pits, he has undercut Captain Rogue.
Yep. There he goes.
He has to do his best to break DRS here. I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. I mean, we've seen him We've seen him join, or not join, get ahead of Rogue as Rogue gets deep into turn 10. That almost gave, or turn 8, and that almost gave ZX a chance. I mean, we've seen Shelly in front of Rogue. It's just Rogue, I believe, is running so little downforce that he's just able to really get guys whenever on the straightaways with DRS. Going to be telling right here, though. Shelly has gotten a little bit of an advantage as Chase NASCAR's hit the pits. This might...
ZX is side by side with Rogue.
Yeah, this might pay off for him. Yep, now ZX has gotten the move done. But will he be in DRS range on Shelly? I think he is.
Yep, just about.
Yep, there he is. So this is good news from ZX. Now Blade's gonna have to try to get past Rogue. Blade's still on those old softs. He was in this battle before he and his got together a little bit with his teammate and spun from P5 or P4 earlier.
He got together with Rogue.
That was a Rogue. Oh yeah, Rogue. Oh, duh. I can't keep track of things. This is just a lot going on. I'm mentally exhausted from watching this race.
There's
exotic.
But
no, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say your fingers are getting a workout, switching the cameras back and forth.
Yeah, for real. I'm trying to get like Vamu with these fast fingers over here. But Saint's gonna inherit the lead now on the medium tires. Interesting. I guess he's just gonna have to hold out for softs the last 10 to 15 laps. But never know. Could work out for him. Lopez
has gotten Shelly.
Oh, what?
Yeah, on the main straight. ZX must be running even lower downforce than the Ferrari, but he is. I mean, he's without a doubt been the fastest guy on track since this restart. See if Shelly can get him back outside of 4. ZX leaves the space.
Oh, yep. Clean driving! Oh, no!
No!
Oh.
He might be okay. I don't know if he got his...
Yeah.
It looked like he saved it, but he was just too nice here to Shelly.
Just too shallow.
You're always going to get that with ZX. But,
too shallow of a line there, unfortunately. Hate to see that for ZX. He was driving so well, and it's another commentator's curse, like we always do with ZX. Every time he does something good, we applaud him, and then he spins. Right after he set fastest lap as well. Vamu Newble takes fastest. Now, Vamu has responded, and he is now got the fastest lap of the race, and he is closing in on Ika Saint in those 16-lap old medium compound tires. Got 2 hard guys. Cornish Mantis coming off of, well, he's reserving again. He's coming off of a 4th place finish last week in his AM2 debut. He's up into P3 on those hard tires. Not recommended to go on these, but I understand why he did it. Lopez as well. So these guys have forced themselves. I don't think they're going to have to stop again. Right? So... his Cornish Mantis
has not hit.
Okay, no, Mantis. Okay, I was thinking he. Okay, so but Lopez is in this position legitimately. I don't think he's going to have to stop on those hards. I doubt he's going to be able to hold off most of these guys. But despite having a rough start to the race, he might be able to turn around and score some decent points here. And a little bit exotic on the freshest of the medium compound tires. Trying to get in on... Oh, no, and Shelly again. Drops the position to Rogue. Rogue is just... Well, he's like a wasp. He's just annoying. Yeah, he's a pain. Just thorn in Shelly's side this evening. Is Rogue. Can't seem to get away from each other. As Shelly is trying to keep kicking the championship can down the road, although however unlikely it may be.
Very, very unlikely. But yeah, he's gonna get tired of seeing the back of this Ferrari by the end of this. I think he's gonna be spending about 30 30 laps out of the 36 behind him. I don't see him getting back past the Ferrari at this point.
He's gonna be dreaming about the Ferrari tonight. He's gonna be dreaming about that diffuser. All
Maybe
evening.
dreaming about a McLaren winning a second. Exotic right on his tail.
Yep, Shelly's not having the best of times on those medium compound tires. Exoc's not going to go yet. Oh, ZX gets a 5-second penalty. Oh.
Why did he pick again? What do you... I wonder if he has wing... Yeah, he does have wing damage.
Yeah, I didn't see anything fly off his car, but he did make contact with the left side of his front wing on the Tech Pro there. Just rough. Those Haas boys have just had terrible luck all season. You know, you'd think in any other year they'd be up there competing for a constructors championship, but just too many races that have gone this way. But who knows? They'll probably be teammates again next year. And
gotta run it back.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
This train is caught the Lopez and D. Gabri DRS duo.
Whoa, that is
now we got another train on our hands, and we know Lopez likes his low downforce setups, and on those hard tires, we know he's going to the end. Gabri is not; he's pitting out for a set of softs, most likely.
Indeed, and Chase NASCAR's caught back up to this DRS train again as well, so he keeps coming back, even though he just picked up a 3-second time penalty. Still having a really good day at the office.
Yep, no doubt. And he has 6 seconds to the next car behind him. So that 3 seconds, he could probably pick up another one. He would be okay. Because DRS trains are pretty fast compared to running on your own. Which is what Cam Tiswa is doing.
True. I'm not sure. Something must have happened to Cam at some point today. Because, I mean, Cam...
I don't think so.
Cam was pretty confident, though. I talked to him before the race, and he was pretty confident in his pace around here. But yeah, we just seen him, along with his teammates, he said they've just not been on par with the top 7 or 8. And it might just all be down to missing out on the DRS trains. Ika Saint...
They were with Saint, who was just pit on the mediums, and when Saint got away from them, they pretty much just ran by themselves. And the Cam Tiswa and Cheesehead really showed the difference between the mediums and the hards, because they were within a second of each other DRS training, and Cam went to mediums, Cheesehead went to hards, and I mean, Cam's already got a 6-second lead on his teammates, so kind of just shows the pace difference there.
Those hards will probably come back around the last 5 or 6 laps a little bit. Oh boy, look at this. Lopez has been giving up ground. Chase NASCAR. Oh my god, what a save. Almost dropped it through turn 6. Somehow held on to it and was right back up here in the DRS train. Good news for Ika Saint. All that has allowed him to immediately catch this pack, and he is going to have a gigantic tire advantage over everybody else.
Got to make sure he manages his energy all right, though. He can't be burning it all, which he is immediately. Chase NASCAR gets around Lopez, who is pitting.
Oh, I thought Lopez was going to stick it out. He might be hoping for a safety car now, or to get back into this. Got to think that Ika Saint's going to be able to get this move done on Chase NASCAR pretty easily. I think they're friends as well, so...
No, Chase NASCAR goes with the ZX.
Ah, never mind. Okay. All these NASCAR guys coming in, it's hard to tell which clan's coming. Well, I probably shouldn't say that when I'm talking about NASCAR, but it depends on who's coming with who. Yeah, there's plenty of clan stuff going on.
Hopefully Chase NASCAR can stick with the DRS train. Looks like they're battling pretty good. If he can manage to stick right here, I think he's got a good shot at finishing at least where he is at the moment. Probably gaining a spot as Cornish Mantis has still yet.
Yep. You got to keep in mind, I mean, Cornish Mantis is going to be able to chop off a pretty decent chunk of time on those soft compound tires. He's pretty competitive in U4 and EU3. which is
now
where a lot of these guys kind of sit. Yep. Good call from him to go now, as Captain Rogue is still leading this group.
Shelly can have a run on him. He's on the button now.
Oh, ran a little wide.
It goes outside of 4. Inside prevails.
Just cannot get him. This is Captain Rogue's. This is just a complete Yarno Truly masterclass at the moment.
Yeah, I may want to steal that setup because it is very slippery in straight line, and Rogue is working it to perfection. But downforce levels can only save you from so much. Shelly the Turtle may not be able to get her on Rogue, but Saint he is knocking on the door. Already behind his championship rival.
Yeah, I think best case there for Shelly would be for Saint to get by, force the issue on Rogue, and then try to follow him through.
I think he may make it 3 wide here.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Saint backs out of it, but Shelly and Rogue going at
Rogue
it
still just holding everybody off. Oh, he's going to have a huge run. Both these guys are going to have huge runs here.
There he goes.
Nothing Rogue's going to be able to do about that. They're side by side before they even get to the DRS detection point. Rogue fading Ecos Saint a little bit. Oh, boy. And yeah, he got...
Oh, he's going to pinch. Exotic on his outside now. Indus. Oh, he just kind of ran off.
They're all...
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, Rogue's out of sorts. I mean, we've seen this a few times this year where Rogue is putting together a really good race and then one little mistake and it just kind of all unravels for him. But, of course, shout out to the helicopter cam. Again, perfect time.
Yeah, we're getting some good shots. Shout out to Brazil with good camera angles.
Absolutely. Now it's Chase NASCAR in P6. Inside actually pumps in the fastest lap of the day with a 108.707. And,
Saint.
Yeah, Saint's going to be able to get by pretty easily. Yeah, wasn't much of a fight at all. 3 wide behind him with Rogue. And Chase. And Harris Plex. Oh, no. I'm not... Yeah,
he can still get points.
Yeah, he can still get points. I'm not sure. Harris Plex kind of lap
really
car.
Yeah,
it was not really in a... Yeah, might have to be looked at by the stewards. Yeah, Chase, he's still in P7. Unfortunately, the last comment, I haven't read it. It's Cole is cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He says, "I want Chase to get a podium." So
I wanted to as well.
The curse is, you've heard about the curse of the commentator. That's the curse of the chatter.
Curse of the commenter.
The commenter, yeah, commenter.
My heart.
Witche says Red Bull stuck behind a Ferrari. It's like AM3 all over again. Yeah, just kind of how it was last night. Exotic getting the move done on Shelly. Shelly didn't leave much room. They make contact, but I think it doesn't really matter too much. Shelly's trying pretty valiantly. Oh, that's on track. Hung Kao?
Yeah, whatever it is. It starts with a J and ends with a O?
Oh, yeah, there he is. I wonder what happened to him.
He probably just lost it, overcorrected into the barrier.
That's really deep. Yeah, well. Tough day for ZX. Unfortunate. But, hopefully he'll have better luck next week in Mexico. Currently, it has to be said, in Aboud's absence, the McLaren team, which is currently dominating the Constructors' Championship, hasn't seemed to skip a beat. They were 1-2 last week with Aboud and Saint, and now they're 2-3 with Saint and the AM2 super sub himself, Exotic, up in P3. This is really good performance from Exotic here tonight.
Yep, would love to get him full time, but he does chase that bag. So fortunately, we do not get the pleasure. But when he does race, he does put on a show for us.
Yep, 1 win so far in Hungary. You know, maybe we should start chasing bags instead of chasing all this internet clout that we get for.
We get so famous.
That we get for, you know, commentating on F1 league racing that, you know, usually ends up getting like 200 views on Twitch.
You best believe when I walk down the street in eastern North Carolina, people know who I am, the commentator of AM2 broadcasts and contests.
That also might be because there's like 5,000 people in like a 80 square mile area around you, so.
Yeah. That could.
Captain Rogue's finally dropped off a little bit. 6.4 seconds, but he is in P5. Not too shabby for him, but I believe that this performance might actually get McLaren the Constructors' Championship as well. No one did the math on that, because who likes math? Let's just be honest here. No one likes math.
Yeah. I like to replace one of the vowels and that's where you know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't.
Okay. Yeah, you'll learn when you're older. Yeah, nothing really happening too much at the moment. It's all kind of cooled down a little bit. But we do got a little train forming. Cam Tizzle, Chase NASCAR, and Cornish Mantis going to be battling for positions 6 through 8. Cornish Mantis on the soft tires without a penalty. They may end up catching Captain Rogue here too. Really seems to be struggling.
Yeah, I think
he's really dropped off from Shelley.
Yeah, I think he put his tires through a lot, trying to defend like he was for that amount of time. You got a yellow flag.
It's just Insight letting it.
Oh, it's Insight. Yeah, tough race for the Mercedes guys. Dead last in the Constructors' Championship. 23 points combined all season. Been rough for them. But we've seen Harris, Plex, and Insight both score some points.
Yeah. When Insight, especially has shown like really good pace. Just hasn't quite got the results to show it.
Not put it all together. Insight's currently P15 in the championship, and his teammate Harris, I believe, is 16th. So, definitely some stuff for those guys to build on next season, hopefully, because they've scored points, just not consistently yet. Cornish Mantis is kind of stuck behind these guys. He's on those soft tires. I'm sure he would he would love to get through this, but it is Rogue yet again conducting the Truly train.
Yeah, we've seen this one before.
Yep. I think we saw it for the first 25 laps of the race. And now it's not a chase NASCAR. He's never, I guess, Cam Tizzle to try to get around him with DRS. But yeah, that is, like I said earlier, that is a slippery setup from Rogue in order to defend all these guys off.
Yeah, but it looks like he's putting his tires through. Like I said, the load down for this come with some drawbacks and bad tire wear is usually.
Yeah.
Rogue doesn't have a penalty compared to the two behind him, so he should probably keep that in mind. As long as he keeps him behind him, or for as long, they can't get too far away from him. So I think we may see elbows up here from the Ferrari driver, as if he doesn't always have his
tag. Happy Cam is all over the back of Rogue as they head up into 6, 7, and 8. Oh,
he tagged him.
Yeah, he went for it. That's a good old-fashioned bump and run.
And that one probably won't be looked too nicely by the stewards.
Now Rogue's. That is an opportunistic move from Chase NASCAR. This is the same thing that happened with the first DRS train. Once Rogue gets knocked off kilter a little bit, he ends up bleeding all these positions. EDA Gabry's caught up to him. He's on the soft compounds. And he's going to be trying to get a move done here as well, because he does have a time penalty. Chase NASCAR moves on Cam Tizzle. And Cam was super deep, bottom feeding off of Chase NASCAR in the braking zone.
Cornish Mantis trying to make a move on.
Oh, nice! Oh, that's damage for Cornish Mantis. That's a left front end plate. Gone. He's going to have to pull off the track and let these guys all by. That's Lopez coming up behind him. He's gonna, man, he's going to have to pit. That is too much damage around a track that needs all the downforce you can get.
Yeah, Cam Pizzo is really struggling all of a sudden. I wonder if he has some sort of wing damage. I mean, he's going super slow into all the corners.
Yeah, and Chase he's gone up into 3-second advantage over Cam now, and I think honestly that might that was
DeGabry! They lost it out of the final corner.
Oh,
he's back on track. He didn't hit anything.
Well, that's good.
Blade is going to get a point out of this race. Somehow.
I guess that's some solace for Blade. Lopez now back up into P8. As Rogue has gotten Cam. I have to imagine that the Rogue does have, or that Cam has some damage.
Yeah, I mean, he is really struggling.
And that's what wound up hurting Cornish Mantis. He broke a little early for turn 4. Unfortunate for him.
He's fighting everyone down the straightaways, and he gets to the corner and he just has to slam on brakes to try to get the car stopped.
Yeah, you see that just understeering. Yeah, but he might be able to hang on and still score a point. Only 2.5 left. 2.5 laps to go here. And let's go back up to the front, because we haven't even checked in on these guys in forever. It's Vamu Nubel. He's getting his lead cut, but he did all the damage he needed to in that first stint. He is completely...
When he took out forward.
Yeah.
Vamu is definitely checked out from the field. Miles ahead of everyone else. At least on today's AM Tuesday adventure. Kind of been in a league of his own. Does he have fastest lap?
Yes. Yeah, he's looking for the Triple Crown here this evening. Or does he still have it? Actually, I don't know.
I can check. No, he does not. Insight has.
Oh yeah, that's right. Insight. Insight on the softs.
So he may finish last, but he's taking something with him.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Vamu's. Yeah, he has too much pace on these mediums to even for Saint to even respond, and we've seen that multiple times in the past. I mean, if Vamu can just keep it on track, probably win about 80% of the races in AM2. But that leads me to Cole is Cool. He asked, should Vamu be in AM1? Yes.
Yes and no. I think pace-wise, sure. But, I mean, Vamu has a very, very long history of DNFing in races.
Yeah.
Which
he
is
does.
Why he spent his second season in AM2.
Well, it's his third season in AM2.
Oh, third? Sorry.
Yeah, he was in 3 seasons ago as well. I believe that was his first one. But yeah, we've seen him kind of go from... He would finish like P5 pretty consistently, and then the past couple years he's just become brutally fast in one-lap situations like qualifying. He probably has at least 15 poles in AM2.
Leclerc of AM2. 15 poles and like 2 wins.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't get too poetical about Vamu Noble as he comes across the line to win his third race of the season, because that is Ika Saint coming across the line to win the overall championship. Your champion in Season 9 on AM Tuesdays. Congratulations to Ika Saint, his teammate for the evening. Exotic completes your podium, and despite Shelly's best efforts, gonna have to give it another fight next season. But it won't be against Ika Saint, because he'll be in AM1. Chase NASCAR crosses the line for a fantastic result for him. He's going to jump up in the points, I think, with that P5 finish Or no, never mind. He's not. He's 20 points behind Deathstorm. But nonetheless, that is still that's still a very, very good effort from Chase. So credit to him. ECOS Blade finishes in P6. We'll get to the rest of them a little bit later. Not sure who driver of the day is. If you're in the chat and you want to vote on driver of the day, nope, there it is. EDA D Gabry gets it on the game. I mean, it's always a bit of a cop out, but I mean, Vamu just put on an absolute masterclass today. So I don't know.
He had such a good race. We forgot that he was racing.
That's
when you know you had a good one.
Yep, we had a few of those last season with Mitch Burns, and we're gonna have had that tonight with Vamu. Closest thing to his home race. I don't think F1's raced in Argentina since like 1998, 99, so since before Vamu was even born. So Brazil it is, and all of his virtual family and friends in attendance are very proud of him, I'm sure. One more time, Vamu Nubel wins here in round 12. ECOS Saint wins the championship, and he finishes P2. Don't want to bury the lead there. iExotic goes P3 for his second podium of the season, I believe, or it might be his third. I think he got one. Did he get one in Baku as well? Semantics. Shelly the Turtle in P4. Chase NASCAR in P5. I actually didn't even know he was Canadian, so shout out to him. ECOS Blade in P6. Rogue, despite all the trials and tribulations he saw, he still finishes P7. EDA Gabry finishes P8. Can you mute the stream, whoever's listening to that? EDA D Gabry in 8th. Lopez in 9th. Cam Tizzle rounds out the points getters despite suffering some wing damage later on. Cheesehead P11. Cornish Mantis in 12th. The Future in 13th. Deathstorm 14th. Harris in 15th. Insight in 16th. Blacks, ZX, E. Warren, and EDA Forward complete your 20-man grid. Hell of a race.
Yeah, a wild one. I mean, we had a lobby restart, so we didn't even don't get to watch qualifying back. But lap 1 incident takes out 2 drivers, and half the grid gets a broken wing, and then multiple DRS trains throughout the whole race. So Brazil definitely put on a show for us. We have running. No, we are missing Vamu, which is okay. You know, nobody likes Vamu anyways. So we can start with 3rd place, Shelly the Turtle.
iExotic finished in 3rd.
Why did I invite Shelly?
Yeah, sorry, Shelly. I was wondering the same thing.
You can say it, because I'll talk to you because you finished 2nd in the championship. Well, I guess you lost.
Well, it's not over yet, and what's the gap?
I don't know.
I mean, Vamu only had 10.5 points.
Like I didn't invite the wrong person.
Yeah, let's just cover it up. Yeah, I'll just put a Band-Aid over it.
Michelle, I'll talk to you for a moment here while I invited you, totally on purpose.
Why am I stuck in here?
How did you like looking at the back of the Ferrari of Captain Rogue for half this race?
Well, it doesn't matter because I beat him. But I didn't have a setup, so P4 is pretty good for not having a setup and still winning that, or not winning P4 that race. I'd take that without a setup any day. Yeah.
I was worried some people.
Championship.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more people. I wonder if more than just you weren't able to load the setup. We did ready up very quickly. Yeah. Congratulations on P4, I guess. You can go wander off now.
Yeah, I think they'll cry.
Let's see. We got
before you continue, D Gabry did put in the chat that he did not load a setup either. I'm not sure who pressed X early, but that definitely messed with a few people.
You pressed Blacks.
Tattletale.
Yep. Snitches get stitches, they say. So whoever said that, I'm not responsible for your physical well-being. See, we'll move on to the guy who actually finished third in this race. Exotic, our AM2 super sub. Congratulations on another podium.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that. I kind of caused the lap 1 accident, I think.
Oh, so you were the culprit. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because I know Vamu and Saint didn't get the best start, and I think me and Ford both went to that inside gap, and I kind of just got sandwiched between him and Saint, and he just spun across me, and
oh man.
And then since ghosting off, he just took out the entire field. So.
Yeah, well, you definitely gave my vocal cords a test there, because I don't think I've screamed as loud as when I saw half the grid just pile into 2 of the front 4 spinning, or 3 of the front 4 drivers spinning.
Remember last Saturday night? You were screaming pretty loud.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I don't know how I could forget that one, but yeah, we all make mistakes. You probably will hold on to it.
Yeah,
I don't know. You did have a pretty big gap to the car behind you, so I think it's 20 seconds if you kill somebody. You're still gonna get points. We're not gonna worry about that. All right, that's not my job. Okay, my job is to congratulate you on the podium that you may or may not have gotten. You put on a good race, managed to work your way through all the Captain Road truly trains. Yeah, I mean, it looked like an exciting race for you. Kind of making your way through. Anything else crazy happen?
Not really. I was kind of just stuck in that train. I knew I was faster than both of them. Like, I felt like I was faster, but I was just stuck. And I knew even if I went to overtake them, I was just gonna get caught back up with the DRS, and there was no point. So I just sat back. I think Rogue had something happen to him, and he went off. So we got that one, and then I just got Shelby when he didn't have DRS, and I was able to pull away. So other than that, yeah, it was kind of boring just sitting in the train.
Well, you definitely did make it boring for us to watch. Put on a good race for us. If y'all hear some loud beeping, I'm playing with a lighter at the moment. I kind of lit a paper towel on fire, so if my fire alarm goes off, just ignore that. But well, congratulations. We'll move on to our championship winner, and the man who finished P2 this evening, ECOS Racing Fan. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah, let's clap it up.
Clap it up for the champion, guys.
Thanks for the applause.
I was not using my hands to clap there. Just FYI. But yeah, so you had a insane race to do it on. A pure Sebastian Vettel moment, wrecking on the first lap and getting what you needed to secure the championship. What was your take on the whole start incident?
I don't think I could overstate how mad I was. I'm just chilling on the bottom, and I just see Ford come sliding across my nose and just take off my ball for a wing.
That would have been interesting had your tire fell off instead of your wing. But maybe you're fortunate, or definitely fortunate, but maybe a little lucky.
And then I had an incredible lap 1 off the restart where I went from like 16th to, I think, either 10th or 11th.
Went up at 9th.
Did I? Dang. Didn't think I got it that much. But then I just had to deal with the mediums and being slower than some, and by the time I caught the DRS train that was second through I think it was 6th. Vamu was long gone, and I knew I had no chance at that. But I knew with the pace I had, and that I was going to end up being back on the softs, that I could get back through. And I didn't think I'd get back to second, but what a race I had.
Yeah, everyone else's pace kind of fell away there, and you used the softs to your advantage. Definitely took advantage of those tires and did what you needed to with them. Sounds familiar.
It was just a quick insight here, powered by our sponsors at NordVPN, Track Racer, SimLabs, Fanatec. Very much the same as Mitch Burns last year when he won the AM2 championship. Through 12 races this year, ECAS Saint, 1 win, so only 1 win, but
and
10
that was the weakest grid I've ever seen.
Yeah. But 1 win and 10 podiums. 10 podiums out of 12 races. I think Mitch Burns had
loves finishing second.
I believe Mitch Burns had 15 podiums last year. So the trend continues. This is an even better percentage as well.
It's a higher percentage, so definitely more impressive. His rate of finishing second. Some guys just don't like winning. All right, but you won the only one that mattered, the championship. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yes, I would like to add that Brazil's the rightful place to crown a champion. So I was happy that I got to do it here.
Oh yes,
absolutely.
That's why we made it the third to last race instead of the finale. It was by design.
Yeah, Dan, way to go!
Congratulations on your championship. Go celebrate it. You're not old enough to drink. So
I'm not. I'll grab a Dr. Pepper.
Good news.
Yeah, yes,
well, racing fan, there's no legal limit on how old you have to be for heroin. So try that.
Hey,
it's a good point.
Taking the wise words of the man himself. We'll move on. Let Racing Fan bask in all his glory as AM2 champion. Is Vamu in here? Vamu, hello. Hey.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Congratulations. Kind of forgot about you in the party, like we forgot about you in the race this evening. You kind of drove away with that one. I don't even know what to ask you. All right, like I'm gonna be honest. I saw you in turn 1 on the first lap. I watched like your last lap. So yeah, I mean that's how you know you had a good race. You absolutely dominated it. Your teammate is a legend. At least for you, maybe not for the 8 guys that were stuck behind him for the entire
2004
race.
Yarno Truly Flow, Captain Rogue.
But anything you'd like to add other than like you're too good for AM2, at least around Brazil?
No, not much to add. I was just helping Rogue basically during the whole race.
So you were engineering just while driving,
Partly,
the second
partly
faster
yes.
than everyone else.
Yeah, partly yes.
Oh, okay. That makes it a little cooler. It just makes everyone else in AM2 feel like chumps, except for Racing Fan. He's not a chump because he's the champion. But yeah, I have nothing else to add. Getting if you'd want to ask our favorite Argentinian.
I mean, that was a straightforward race for Vama. It's probably the most dominant performance we've seen from anyone all season. Yeah, his home GP. He usually goes on vacation for 3 weeks to Brazil every year, so he can not finish in the top 3 of the AM2 Championship, so he can stick around and keep winning races. The stalwart. He's locked up here in AM2, I guess. Richard's fam asks, did Racing Fan win? Yes, he did. And we call him ECAS Saint now. Okay, so get with the program. He did win the championship this evening. But yeah, anything else? You want me to just wrap it up from here?
Yeah. I mean, you're good.
Yeah,
I'm done. This race mentally drained me.
That was very fun.
Almost as much as you drained me less.
Yeah. I take my dentures out. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I guess that'll do it. Check out EU2 tomorrow afternoon, our time, 4 p.m. Eastern. And then EU1 will be Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you want to watch AM1 guys drive around and not bring out a safety car, like we usually do, that will be. Oh yeah, there we go. You can catch Vamu and Racing Fan. ECAS Saint. Yeah, they're teammates. Mid-season bump ups in the AM1. But we'll be racing tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Only 2 races to go after this. Season's coming to an end. Thank God this game is coming to an end. Yeah, I mean, that'll about do it. Where are we at next week? We are in Mexico. So join us for that. That's going to suck. And then, yeah, USA will be the last race of the season. So for Shelly the Turtle for possibly finishing, I guess, P3, if there's some penalties. Exotic, who finished P3 on track. Our champion, ECOS Saints, and the race winner, Vamu Nubel. That's Andy Wu. I'm Kitten Petter. We'll see you next week in Mexico City.